Indictments don't matter. As we've pointed out time and time again, women aren't legally allowed to skydive in Florida on Sunday. Ain't no woman's getting arrested for that.
Right.
Disorderly conduct. What does that mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen
Define
people
it in the moment.
engaged in free speech be criminally charged with disorderly conduct. That's a charge they can slap on anyone for any reason at any time. And then they can arrest you, remove you, and then maybe you go to court and you say, Your Honor, I was just speaking, and the judge says, okay, you're free to go, but you still got locked up. If you don't get bail, you could be in there for a month or longer. If you get locked up on the weekend, on a Friday, you're there over the weekend.
That sounds, what you just read about that, of him asking a guy to do the legal remedy, and then they're saying that what he did was illegal by asking that guy to do a legal thing. I still don't understand that. And maybe that's because there's something in there that was
Here's another
untoward.
good one. Byron York says, it has to lead to an illegal act eventually, doesn't it? Look at David Schaefer, GOP chair. He meets with Trump, quote, electors, December 14th, 2020, explains to the press that electors are contingent on Trump winning a lawsuit, and that is forgery, false statement, and impersonating a public officer. That's what they're charging him with. Alternate electors have been done before. This is the Democrats just basically saying, we will do whatever we want and we will crush you. And right now, what are we getting from Republicans in the GOP? Angry tweets.
That's it.
Angry tweets.
It's
I'm looking forward to getting a monitor in here because I gotta read this.
so, and they want this to go all the way up. You know, they want to prolong this for as long as possible because ultimately they don't want Trump to.
The Republicans?
Well, maybe both.
They want to preserve order, that's for sure. Sorry.
The Democrats definitely want Trump. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of faith in Trump's ability to win. Like, if he's the nominee, I'll vote for him. I'm going to vote for whoever is not the Democrat, not Biden. But like, I don't see that he's going to make a whole lot of, especially with all the indictments. I don't see that he's going to be bringing a lot of people over.
You don't think that this motivates people more to want to vote for him?
Not people that don't. Not people that don't already kind of like him. If you're not somewhat sympathetic to Trump already, if you weren't, I don't think this is making people sympathetic to him now.
I don't think it's sympathetic to Trump per se. I think it's more of a, at this point, it's like, okay, because he's being indicted all these times, I'm going to vote for it. I don't know. I feel like it's a mind thing.
I don't think that you're wrong. I think there are people that do feel that way.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's enough to win the presidency.
Yeah. Okay,
That's my
fair.
opinion.
I mean, there is no right and wrong, I guess, answer, but
well, I mean, we can't know. You
Yeah,
can't know until the election.
Yeah.
But I personally don't feel like, I feel like there are people that strongly want Trump. And there are people that are always going to be committed to Trump. I just don't know that there are enough people that would go over to Trump that have been in the middle. I just don't know. I don't know who that voter, the undecided voter that goes over is. I don't know.
It's really funny. There are a lot of people who are terminally online, and these activists online say things like touch grass, and it's like, bro, you are a leftist on Twitter who does nothing but just we go out on the weekends to various different middle of nowhere places often, and we talk to people, we ask them questions, and I found something really interesting with friends of friends, extended family members, and just people out in the general public. People that I know a couple of years ago who are passively anti-Trump have become passively anti-Democrat. Doesn't necessarily mean they're going to vote for Trump, but a few years ago, we're coming on the back end of the COVID lockdowns and the pandemic and all that. They were very much on board with the corporate narrative. Then you kind of destroy the economy, destroy their trust, force them to do things they didn't want to do, lock them in a box. And now I'm talking to some of these people and they're saying things that are passively anti-establishment, anti-Democrat. So I don't know where they end up voting, but if Donald Trump becomes once again, the avatar of the anger and frustration of these people, he gets their vote. Someone tweeted a good point that people aren't necessarily voting for Trump. They're voting for what the machine hates the most and fears.
that's it.